Who the heck is buying all of these high-end sports cards, sports memorabilia, and collectibles as a whole? Friends, thank you very much for joining me. It is the end of the week. I've got a huge flag football game tomorrow. Actually, we got rained out 2 weeks ago, and then we had Easter Sunday this past week and holiday weekend. So tomorrow is our first game. We are ready. We got mouth guards. We got cleats. We are ready to roll. So hopefully I'm the head coach.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
For the 8-9-year-old league, hopefully my son can get off to a fast start and the team has a good time. We will see. I will report back. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I've never coached flag football, and I've noticed just looking at the rules and everything, it is different than coaching youth soccer. That's what I have experience in, so we will have to see how this thing goes. I'll report back for sure. The one guy in the hobby that I know that is a mega high-end buyer, I guess technically I know a few, but ones I've actually had kind of discourse with, I met in person, Brady Hill. Brady Hill is well known for buying monster items going back years and still is always after the tippity top of these collectibles items. And he's all over the place too. He's not just in sports cards, but he's also into graded video games, comic books, you know, all the stuff. He's really big into all these different things. And so I just wonder, are there many Brady Hill types or Brady Hill lights, if you will, that are out here buying the stuff? Because you look, there's a lot of big auctions, whether it's PWCC, whether it's Golden. Today we're going to talk about Robert Edward Auctions, today's video sponsor, but they've got their huge spring catalog auction going on. And you can see here that there are some monstrous items coming out for auction. And these aren't, look, this is not the run-of-the-mill stuff. I mean, I'm going to highlight some of these things and you're going to be like, wow. REA always has great auctions, especially their catalog auctions throughout the year. But man, we'll just start it off. We'll just fire it off. We got a 54 Topps Hank Aaron rookie card in a PSA 9, high grade. Only 2 examples grade higher at a PSA 10 out of more than 6,800 of these that have been submitted to PSA. They got a signed 1933 R319 Gaudy Lou Gehrig PSA DNA Mint 9, one of the only 10 signed number 92 examples recorded on the PSA population report. Lou Gehrig, of course, the absolutely legendary Yankee legend. 7980 O-Pee-Chee Hockey Wayne Gretzky rookie in a PSA 9. The O-Pee-Chee rookie card, of course, more rare than the Topps rookie card, quite a bit more rare. Out of the 11,685 examples PSA has graded to date, only 2 PSA 10s exist. So PSA 9 is the last stop before those 2 PSA 10s that are hanging out there in O-Pee-Chee. We just saw a case of this 7980 O-Pee-Chee go for what, $3.7 million. An unopened case of this stuff go for $3.7 million. So it just goes to show how important that set is to the high-end collectors. And of course, it's highlighted by that monstrous Wayne Gretzky rookie card. All right, signed. This is a big one. Signed 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle rookie card. It's a PSA 2 with a 9 signature, mint 9 signature, which of course, tough to get those higher grades when you go back in time to these older signatures. Signed examples are extremely scarce. And REA also has a 52 Topps Mantle and a PSA 5 in this catalog auction as well that is signed. So they've got a couple of these Mantle autographs signed. Of course, becoming more and more of a thing here recently over the last few years. It's those rookie cards or just important cards of various vintage players that are also autographed. It's adding that nuance to the card that just isn't there. It's like, you know what? You know, that 52 Topps Mantle, it's not a mega rare card, just an extremely important card. But then once you add the signature, you know, to some of these important, whether it be a rookie card or second year, third year, whatever it is, it does add a little something extra to these cards. Next, 93 Upper Deck SP Foil Derek Jeter rookie card. Very difficult to get this in a PSA 10. Of the 24,000 examples of this card, only 21 have been given 10s. I have to assume it's the foil. It's the foil that makes it tough. Very difficult grade, very easy to scratch, abrasions, that sort of thing. So only 21 in a 10. That's going to fetch some big money as they do when they do pop up, and it's not very often. Then we come to more of a ultra modern card, 2017 National Treasures Patrick Mahomes II RPA green, numbered out of 15. It is in a BGS Mint 9 holder with a Gem Mint 10 signature. It's got the BGS 10 auto signature. Rarely seen green jersey number variation. Of course, it's numbered out of 15. It's NT, it's Mahomes. It's the best player in the NFL today. I hate to say it. Mahomes looking to get his third straight title. It makes me cringe just thinking about it. It's not that I dislike Mahomes. I just like to see a little bit of parity, and it's just bonkers that these Chiefs just continue to find ways to win. Patrick Mahomes on top of the world in the NFL, and his card prices really show that. And then, of course, not a mega rare card, but an important card, an iconic 86 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card in a 10. Of course, about 320 copies of this card. And so very important card just in the hobby as a whole. It's a card I would love to have, not in a 10. I mean, I'd love to have it in a 10. It's never going to happen. But just that 86 Fleer set, it will always go down as a very important set, not just in basketball cards, but in the hobby as a whole. Last but certainly not least, this is a really cool item. Again, going back to the 90s, I was a Bulls fan, really a Michael Jordan fan. I was kind of a bandwagoner fan. I watched him in the late 80s as they lost to the Pistons, and I always was kind of rooting for Michael Jordan to get over the hump because I thought those Pistons were bullies. And I thought it would be awesome if he could win. And then, of course, in 91, he won. I used to wear the Bulls track suits to middle school. Like, it was all the rage back then. I got my first pair of Air Jordans in 1994. I think it's the 9s, the Air Jordan 9s, I believe. And I had bought recently the replicas. They came out, they remade those sneakers in 2017, I believe. I've got the UNC baby blue ones, and then I've got the red and black ones. Similar, not quite the same, but a replica, kind of a remake of those 1994 sneakers when I was 13 years old. They have got here at REA an 84 Jordan signed, game worn, Nike Airship, the rookie sneakers. It was consigned by a former ball boy, ironically, for the Detroit Pistons, the bad boy Detroit Pistons, who had consigned numerous pairs of game-worn NBA sneakers in this catalog auction. Airships were only worn by Jordan for a few games during his rookie season before he transitioned to his iconic Nike Air Jordan 1. So we kind of have almost like a prototype that he was wearing here, signed by him. I mean, this is kind of like creme de la creme, top of the food chain type collectible stuff. I would love to have the sneakers. Unfortunately, I know I will be an underbidder, a way underbidder. I won't be silver medalist. I won't be second place. I'll bid, and I will lose in dramatic fashion on this particular auction. REA always bringing heat in their auctions, but man, this just kind of, and again, we've seen a wave of this across different auction houses. Heritage Auction just had a massive comic book auction, as well as trading cards, as well as pop culture stuff. I mean, all sorts of things coming out to be sold. I think that's very interesting. But like I said, REA always has strong auctions, and their catalog auctions that happen a few times a year really is where you're going to see the best of the best type stuff. So even if you're not a buyer like me, still fun to follow it, kind of see what's going on in sports cards, sports memorabilia, pop culture world with all of these sales. All right, friends, let me know your thoughts. Will you be diving in to the REA auction? And again, it's not necessarily all just high-end stuff. We're kind of highlighting the highlights, but there is plenty of stuff in the hundreds of dollars, that you can go in. Very cool stuff that you can get it on this REA auction. I've got buddies that buy stuff all the time, and it's not the $1 million this or that or the other thing. They've got stuff for all price points there at Robert Edward Auctions. I'm actually going to have Brian Dwyer, president of REA, coming on next week, and we will take a look at some of these items, and we'll talk through this exciting catalog auction here going on. All right, friends, stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.